Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very important motion. It is something which is very popular in the developed world, but here in our country, people give it a second line. They put it at the back of the business. Mr. Speaker, it is a very, very, very important council because, Mr. Speaker, I remember when I was a young boy, my father, who was a teacher, knew the importance of planting trees. They knew the importance of trees affecting the rainfall. And Mr. Speaker, I remember me and my brother, young brother Raila, we used to stay in Bondo in the rural areas. And my father used to work in Kisumu. But he would give us an assignment to plant trees. And he would come to supervise us every weekend and see that we not only plant trees, but we protect them against destruction by the animals. We also make sure that he also makes sure that we water them so that they start growing and make sure that they grow to maturity. And some of the trees we planted in the 50s, early 50s, Mr. Speaker, are still there. I will take some of you who are my friends like Chariot, come and see some of those big trees we planted in the early 50s. And Mr. Speaker, I live around the lake. My constituency and my county is around Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is more or less like a rain shadow, Mr. Speaker. It is a rain shadow because there is evaporation which takes place. But this evaporation goes to Kericho, it goes to Kisii, it goes to Nandi. They benefit from the lake, but we don't benefit from the lake. Mr. Speaker, because there is little rainfall around the lake. So we are more or less a semi-arid county, or we have our counties around the lake are more or less semi-arid, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, the best for us would have been to harvest water which comes from our rivers, and all our rivers. In fact, most of the rivers draining into Lake Victoria are from our region. In fact, from Kenya. Most of them are from Kenya. And Mr. Speaker, they all drain coming from Nandi, coming from Kericho, like the Miriu River, the Nyando River, the Nzoia River, coming from those hills around Cherangani, and so on. Mr. Speaker, they drain not only the water, but they also go with our topsoil, which is the most fertile, Mr. Speaker. And all of it goes down up to Egypt. And Egypt has a big dam, which is called a Swan Dam. And they use our water to do irrigation, to produce electricity, and then grow food and export back to us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very serious situation, and we hope that the government is taking note so that some of these rivers can be dammed, like the Kericho, this is the Koru Soin Dam.